Hi everybody, welcome to G for G here on YouTube. Today we're going to be taking a look at Marvel Future Fight and the newest update that it got. However, I'm stopping off in Marvel Contest of Champions first after I check the volume level of my mic, which is jacked up again. I apologize. I'm lowering it. Last video I did, it was jacked up to 100 when it was supposed to be down at 86, and it was loud. I was like, oh shit. Okay, so what I'm doing here first is opening my Valentine's crystal and gonna take a look at what that was, the romance crystal from doing the Valentine's logins. So let's see if I get totally screwed here and wind up with a 2-star duplicate of Scarlet Witch or something. And where it stops, nobody knows. Ooh, there's a 4-star black. Oh, there's some good look. Oh, no. No, come on! You have got to be shitting me. Did I not fucking call it? Oh my god. You have now borne witness to my pain. You have now witnessed. Look at that. I mean, they're only 30 points off. Yeah, okay. It's good that she's at least an upgrade, but come the fuck on. It just I called it. I knew it. Fucking knew it. Unbelievable. Alright, well, it didn't go in my stash. That's good. Wow. Just, wow. Of all the people that I could have gotten in there, I'd wind up with another Scarlet Witch. Utterly ridiculous. Alright, so let's go over to Marvel Future Fight. And this is going to be interesting because there's a lot of complaining going around already. Alright, so the complaints are coming in at 90 miles an hour about Co-op. Apparently Co-op has had a drastic change. Really, really bad change. I mean, I co-op when I can. I'm not super religious about it, but I will never discount people's pain about co-op. It is a major gold making area. It is a major rank up material area. So it is one of the best beginner and medium level tools in the game. If you are not rich, co-op is the way to get rich. It is the way to stay rich in a lot of areas. So I mean, I know what it felt like for me. You know, a year ago now, or whenever it was that they changed PvP, when it, PvP used to list you a bunch of hero teams that you could face, and you could kind of pick and choose, and you knew your stats compared to them because, like, blasters, combat, they all mean something to your stats. And you had that comparison in front of you. You had a lot of pre-knowledge how the fight would go before you take it. And then they started with the very expensive respins on who you face that got way more expensive as you went along. I mean, it doubled, but it may as well have felt like it was like triplicating and quadruplicating your money. As I mean, you could go broke just trying to find somebody to fight if you were not a medium to advanced player. And it hurt at the time. I thought it sucked. I complained about it a lot. But at least Netmarble listened to the community and kind of scaled it back a little bit. I mean, it took them a little while. I mean, it was maybe like a month or so. But I encourage you that if you do have a problem with co-op, and we'll get to it, we'll see what's going on, be calm about it, be level-headed, and complain in a proper way. State your case, state why you think it's bad, how much it's changed, what it does to you as a beginner or medium player, how it affects you, but don't like flip the fuck out on them. Look, if you're watching this in the States, we all know what has gone on since Trump has been elected and how anti-Trump people have been like, my political leanings aside, whether they're left, right, up, down, 69 in the center, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, take a lesson from how people view some of the protests and everything like that as like being spoiled babies and throwing fits. Take a lesson from that and protest this or counter it calmly and level-headed. Because I think if we come at Netmarble bitching up a storm saying I'm never going to pay a cent for your game again, I'm uninstalling, like, I don't think that's going to help. Help Netmarble to realize their mistake calmly is my suggestion. So, all right, so we knew the characters that we were getting. We knew we were getting a new suit for Elsa, which I think I've heard is good. We were getting like Crystal, new suit for Black Bolt, Maximus the Mad, Moongirl, I think a new suit for Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. So, alright, there's Moongirl with the huge-ass dinosaur. I saw some footage of this dino before the update, and he is like a fucking T-Rex. He takes up a quarter of the screen. So, Brilliant Little Girl, Moon Knight, Inhuman Warriors, Gorgon, yeah, I forgot about him. Gorgon and Karnak and Crystal looked very, very classic. Gorgon and Karnak are just how we're used to seeing how they look in the Marvel sphere. Karnak in MCC I think is a bit different, but like I knew that Gorgon a mile out. I knew that Karnak a mile out. Inferno I didn't know. Moongirl I didn't know. Crazy looking hero there. Maximus and Dormammu. Why I always used to call him Dormammu. I'm so sorry for that. So I'm dumping my bios in Clea. However, I'm going to hold off on that in case... Yep, see, that's why I was going to hold off. I could unlock Combat Gorgon. I'm art-wise, I'm maybe not as thrilled with this. I'm not used to really seeing Gorgon with a weapon, and he doesn't look stocky enough. And the legs aren't quite as big and goaty as we're used to. This is probably one of the thinnest, less stocky representations of Gorgon that I've seen. I mean, I don't know his skills and everything yet. I'm not complaining about him, but just art-wise, I think I've seen better. That's awesome. I mean, that's just the Karnak we know to a T. Kind of reminds me of Leader. You know how Leader looks like a big forehead version of Sinestro? Yeah, Karnak always kind of reminds me of Leader. There's Moongirl. Oh my god. It's so hard to get behind that as being a superhero or something. Here's Maximus. I kind of recognized him from the pre-art too. Looks a little bit different than we were used to in MAA. This is going to be Crystal. Yeah, like you could tell that was going to be Crystal. Hair's a little shorter. And I wonder where Inferno is. There's Inferno. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to hold off on the bios for now. So, there he is. There's Dormammu. There is a thing about Doctor Strange coming out. Alright, so let us take a look at the new heroes. So real quick, as an update, here's what my T2s look like right now. Moon Knight, Unisilk, Ulik, Elsa with the original suit that she's got, and Blackbuster, Captain Marvel, Uni Yellow Jacket, Songbird, Sharog, AO, who surprised me where she's come out of the blue for me and has done like Thanos and World Bosses. I'm pretty impressed with my tier 2 AO. Ultron, who, I mean, he got me through a lot of the beginning stuff, but that's kind of a sad little T2 now, but I won't take it back. I won't regret that. Floki, Doctor Strange, Chanty, a setup, Prox, Carnage, a work in progress, Corvus, then the rest of the Black Order, and Odin. And Clea is who I've been pushing towards T2 now. I might eventually do Hella for fun, but I have high recommendations for Mordo and Kale. They were going to be next, and a Red Hulk was going to be next. I've also been hearing Kate Bishop is worth it. I'm also getting feedback that I should T2 Warwolf. So the list is growing. Alright, so here is Maximus. It looks like he is available through a special mission. Crystal through a special mission. Inferno is going to be a shifter or paywall. So kind of like Clea and Gwenpool. We're used to that. Gorgon is a special mission. The first one, it looks like. Karnak, special mission. Moongirl, special mission. I would probably be interested in Moongirl just to see the T-Rex in action because he looked huge. And complete the entire quest pack in order to get Dormammu. Alright, so bear with me for a few moments. I'm just going to do a few daily stuff over here. So I always hit up my generator. I always get Dimension Debris and level 5 chips if I see them. Occasionally, I will get the class mastery items. Sometimes they've been running really high for me lately, as I haven't really been using them. But I tend to avoid the bios for crystals and much else. I go for level 5 chips and Dimension Debris for the most part. When my pink stones get high, I will do some deploys, which I'm going to hold off on in case I purchase somebody. I'm going to do this little daily right quick. So, on to the store to see what the store has. 6-star mega rank up ticket where you will get 500,000 100 level 5 experience chips. It's pretty nice, especially now with a whole bunch of new players, a new bunch of characters. Chaotic ISO, 30 biometrics. This, if you didn't get this before, this might be worth your crystals now. Now that we have a whole slew of people that we can go for, you may want to think about that package if you have extra crystals lying around. But we have a Moongirl pack, we have a Karnak pack, a Gorgon pack, a Crystal, a Maximus pack. So everybody but Flamey Dude and Dormammu. Kind of to be expected. So probably what I tend to do is whoever is the best out of the pack and just looks really, really good on paper, I might go in on 2 of their packages, and then the rest is a little bit more natural. But, you know, if you've got your free daily, always make sure you hit that up first, because you could conceivably get bios for one of the new people. And unlock it that way, and then I do a chest. Oh boy, 10 level 1s. I claim it all. If I hit a cap, I just back one time. Do a new chest. So I haven't logged in yet today at all because of the maintenance and everything. I claim all my gifts. So, let's see if we can dump this. Hey, game, come on. Let's see if we can dump this into a new speed. Yes, we got Karnak. So, sure, we'll give him a free 8. And I won't bore you guys with these golden boxes. We'll do that later. Let us take a look at, let's see, Epic Quest. Still Doctor Strange over there. Mission specials. What do we... Ah, good. We get a double stack, just like we did back. Nice. Hidden route? Wonder what that means. Let's see what a quest pack is. Ruler of the Dark Dimension or War of Kings. Clear special mission within 30 seconds. Use 10 hidden tickets. Clear a hidden route 20 times. Clear a hidden route 50 times. 150, 200, 300, 350. Good God. Only the selected... Oh, boy. Oh, so it looks like one way is heavy Dormammu, and then the other way is everybody but. If you complete one, do you get to go back and do the other? I think we're going to need to wait for some community input on that. Hidden tickets, 0. Where did they come from? Huh. Come from over here. 150 crystals for 15. Interesting. We'll have to see how that plays out. I can't pass judgment on it quite yet. Alright. Arena and then co-op. What is the deal with co-op? Alright. So we're deploying a character. We'll say repeat, which does quick match. Team of players auto repeat, 1 clear ticket. That seems normal so far. So, you know, autoplay. I mean, this is just what people at co-op do. They just let it run on autoplay. I mean, when I tend to do co-op, I let it run on autoplay on my emulator. And while I'm just doing other things, and I glance over and see how my characters did, you know, deep owned hero bonus stage 5. You know, I just see how my heroes did, especially in the higher levels where I know it's like all my really good T2s and everything. Make sure I'm zoomed out. Looked like I was... There we go. Okay. I feel like I'm zoomed in a little bit, but that might just be because of the emulator window. That's a nice, really clear representation of my buffs right over the character. I like that. That's handy. It'd be nice if I could, like, long click it and say, like, what the buff is. Alright, so it's not get your progress to 100%. Ah, okay. That might be what people are bitching about, is that they're not getting the rewards per level. You have to do them all. I don't think that's awful. I mean, generally you're here for a reason, and you're here is to get resources, to make bank. You still have the autoplay. You still have the auto match. You could still do this while doing other things, like playing another game, cooking dinner, putting the kids to bed. I mean, you're gonna want to do as many as you can anyway. I think the only time where this is gonna fall short is if you suddenly run out of time to let the game go, and you want to stop it, and you're like 2 matches into your 5. Yeah, I think then it's going to be bad. You're going to lose the 2, 3 that you did, but that might mean you just have to set your time up better and make sure you've got enough time to complete a 5. But let's hold off and see what happens when we reach our cap. Because if it stops and then you have to start it again, or if that's it for the day, then that's really going to hurt. I can understand people complaining about that. So progress is 100%. Go to the lobby. So it's clearly not going anywhere else. I have to click something. Do I have to click reward? So you are going to have to watch it a little bit more. See, now, okay. I saw a post on one of my groups of somebody saying that, I think I'm going to screenshot this, saying that their rewards were garbage. First of all, they had all squares, so that meant they were 15. I'm not, clearly. I'm missing my 12 and I'm missing my 15. I think I'm a VIP 11, maybe VIP 10. But that money doesn't seem awful. I mean, 15 3 stars? That doesn't seem particularly awful. But then again, it is some of my more advanced people. I guess maybe I'd be limited at 25 or something. Let me bring up Paint over here and save that so that when I get another screenshot, now this has happened to me in the past, especially I think more with emulators than doing it on a tablet or something. Every now and then you have to gig the queue a little bit. Like you'll get a disconnect. You'll look at it and you'll be disconnected, but still in a match, or it'll say like trying to find a new match. It sits there for 3 or 4 minutes. You just have to gig the queue. Just cancel it and start it up again. But I mean, at least from my perspective, I'm not really finding that much to just go apeshit about right now. But again, I mean, maybe it's because it's my T2s going. I can fully understand if you are not sending very powerful characters to this, your rewards, maybe kind of like the boss invasions, will be crap. And clearly, yes, clearly you cannot let this run for hours. I know people who said that they set their stuff up to do this while they were asleep. I kind of can't fathom that because of the amount of times it just hangs and like doesn't go to the next match. You see disconnected from this screen, or you're stuck at the like you've won screen and it doesn't progress, or it doesn't go to the next match and you have to do what I did. You have to cancel it and start it again. Wow, I kind of hung in there with that guy's Doctor Strange. Yes, you're going to have to watch this a little bit more. You can't do the sleep thing anymore. If you do the sleep thing, you're going to get 5. So at least, again, from my perspective, my sphere of influence, it's not going to make me that upset. Because I don't find it that hard every 5 to just, like, reach over, slam OK, collect the rewards, and go. For those people who did their, like, massive 100, 120, 160 character co-ops, yes, they're going to feel it. Absolutely. I think those people are going to be really upset because they're going to get 5 and it's going to stop. And then they're going to get 5 and it's going to stop. The sleep people are really going to be affected by this. Like those who set it and forget it for like hours, like while a roast cooks or something. Yeah, that's certainly going to be bad. And like I said, I encourage you people to let Netmarble know. Now, from what I've heard recently, and I never heard of people doing this or how, people apparently ran macros in Nox. I don't know if it was available in other Android emulators like BlueStacks and Mimu and such. But they ran macros that allow them to run co-ops all night without burning the tickets. And perhaps this is Netmarble's way of reclaiming control over that. I don't know. But I can understand how the little guy is going to be upset. Let's see what Cancel does. Well, Cancel does a repeat. I don't want to risk anything. Let's see what this reward looks like. But yeah, if you're locked down to just running 25 characters compared to your full roster, I think you're going to feel it. I mean, I'll show you my cutoff point. If I was running this, I tended to cut it off right around Groot and Amadeus. Mostly because, you know what, I honestly feel bad throwing shit people in co-ops. Like, maybe I would let it go to Ironheart and Kate, but like Nebula and Ghost Rider at level 45, 4 stars, I would honestly feel bad if I was throwing such a weak character. Oh my god, so that's what they were talking about. The first one is free, and now you have to use more tickets to get it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I totally see it now. Gold still seems decent. Dimension Debris. Yeah, level 4 chips. That's not too bad. 75. 15 twos. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't affect me nearly as much because I scrabbled to get my gold back up from when I was just about broke. My energy was down to needing to recharge per day, and I've been able to build that back up again. Um, but I can definitely understand how some up and coming people. Yeah, I'm VIP 10. So, but I can understand how people who are trying to push through the game and progress and are not like top, they're going to feel this from co-op. So, here is Black Bolt. I think this one's called like Quiet Room or something like that. Activation rate when skill regular attacks excluded is used applies to self increased damage. King's Order is changed. Physical damage, physical damage. Neat. Sounds good for a world. I've heard this. I'm not even like gonna read what this suit does. All I hear is the suit is great. I see belly button. Just kidding. Activation rate 10% when attacking. Decrease skill time. All attack. Yep. We'll take a look at this suit in action. That is a mean looking thumbnail. That does not do Elsa justice. Elsa does not look that mean. And Miss I don't give a fuck increases hit points by party smash. 3-second stun, 9-second cooldown. Yeah. Increase the character size. I mean, it's good if you like her. I never use her, so I'm rather unaffected by it. But I want to compare that Black Bolt to the other Black Bolt because I picked that Black Bolt up. Wow, it's gonna. God, it's gonna be getting used to that Elsa sitting over there. Nice enchanted pistols, though. Skills, let's see. Physical attack. I mean, she's a physical attacker anyway. Activation rate when Force of the Bloodstone is used. 100% to pierce barrier. Oh, so that's the new red flame. Let's take a look at where we can find out what she could do with this suit. See, I don't want to do an AB or world boss on an emulator because I like a finer control over it. Let's slap her in the leveling team. Let's do a mission. Do a story. Let's find the Black Bolt one. Let's see this in action over here. I've heard this is really good. I mean, I've liked Elsa for Speed Day. I know some people that say Elsa is overrated. I don't think so. I think she's one of my speed anchors, to be honest. Alright, let's take it off autoplay. That looked a little less fancy, so that's still the knock-up. Short spin. Ooh, that spin's a little bit shorter. I think she's got some iframes now. Ooh, that tracks like Miss Marvel. That's pretty good. There we go. Okay, so it got cut short because people died. That makes me feel a little bit better. That spin looked way too short the first time it went off. Damn. Yeah, nice suit. Let's see what upgrades it. Let's see who she needs to upgrade. Yeah, I know I have an upgrade to Destroyer over there. I don't know if I want to pull the trigger on it. Alright. No, the cat is on the escape key. Uniform. Uniform list. Upgrade. Oh, Amadeus Cho. Damn. I just had somebody in one of my other videos talk me into getting this suit. Well, damn. Looks like I will have to get that suit because I believe this Elsa is going to be worth it. Alright, let us take a look at the new heroes over here and then we'll wrap up the video. I've taken up a lot of your time. Marvel Universe. So, Moongirl is a blast. Alright, we'll tier 2 her because that gives her everything. Leader applies to all allies. All attack by 36%. That's pretty good. I would say that seems worth it. Applies to self. Summon illusion with 100%, 120% of summon stats. That's probably the Dino. Devil Roar. Increase all debuff effects by 15%. Duration. Increase to attacks and defensive summoned. Hit points. Summoned. So she's got the summon bonuses. She's got a silence. So she's energy damage. Not that you couldn't see that coming being blast. 2-second stun, 7-second cooldown. Decent. Up there goes the cat. Can you get the paw off the escape key? And stop knocking over my fucking speakers, cat. Taser punch. Another. So we got a silence. We've got a stun. Pretty short cooldown. Soda bomb. Speed goes down. Crit rate goes up. Moonbeam. 35% chance the attack misses their attacks, like a weird blind, or hers. I think it applies a debuff to the enemy. Bubble pop. A blind, a stun, and a silence, and a speed decrease. So she might She might be good for some blast ABs. She might be really, really good at kiting. Karnak. Speed. I thought he could have gone combat. Applies to all allies, so he's a speed increase. Not that fancy. Activation rate when attacking. Ignore the dodge rate. Critical rate. Tier 2. When skilled death chop is used, 70% chance to pierce super armors and barriers. Where's the chop? Death chop. 12 seconds. That's long. 3-second stun. Probably an AoE. Not bad. I think on a power ranking he's coming below Moongirl, to be honest. He's got a stun. Up 3, down 7. Ooh, a defense penetration proc. That could be nice. Yeah, alright. Going Moongirl a little first. Please don't be disappointing, Gorgon. You're always cool wherever you are. Apply to all allies. Physical attack plus 45. That's nice. Super armor, all defense, all speeds. Decrease all damage. Increase. So he kind of reminds me of Ulik a little bit. Rush. Which one's the rush? Enhances the effective skill Reckless Rush. Oh, that. Okay. Alright. Physical attack. Stun up for 3, down for 9. Apply to self. All damage to supervillains. Decrease all speeds. And a blind. It seems like with combat, they really excel when they have good invulnerabilities, like Carnage and everything. I think Gorgon is going to be, for me, another failed experiment like Ulik. Like, I really, really tried to make Ulik work, and it kind of, sort of didn't. It did, but it didn't. All allies fire resist. Increase fire damage. Immunity to fire damage. Interesting. All buffs effect, and their duration goes up. Fire energy burn. Guard against only one hit. Increase energy attack. He's like coming in as like a weak Satana and Daemon. Energy attack. Immunity, oh there we go. Immunity to all damage, all attack goes up. Short for long cooldowns. But decent. He'd probably be good in an AB and against some world bosses with those immunities. Just chain him, run away, chain him, run away. Applies to all allies. Increase energy attack. Okay, that's good, but common. Decrease all resistances. That's kind of nice. That's new. Increase damage to all element damage. Increase all debuffs. Deals burn damage with fire. Decrease all speeds. Cold. Wow, she's going to be a mix. Apply to enemies. 10% chance the attacks will miss, so kind of a blind. Entombs the enemy in rocks. Guards against... There we go. That's going to be good for stuff. Maximus. All allies debuffs go up. Decreased. Alright, decreased debuffs on you. Alright. Increased damage dealt from skills with machine type characters. Summon illusion. Increase the damage dealt to superheroes. Alright, so he's a summons based guy. Energy. Paralyze. Shock damage. So he's got a debuff there. Guards against a hit. Summon illusion. Summon illusion. Really big illusion based character. Maybe a potential like Loki type. Alright, let's see this guy fully statted out. He's permanently T2. Apply to all allies. Increase all defense by 24%. Okay. Activation rate revives. Kind of Corvus Glaive-esque. Remove debuffs. Increase max hit point recovery. Nice. Fire. Blind. Energy. Apply to allies. Reflect temp. Wow. So that means you could hit that and swap out to somebody else? Yeah. Pretty solid. I don't know if you should go the new character route or the Dormammu route. I guess if you are really at the top of the heap and you have a lot of good characters like Odin's Doctor Strange and Enchantress and good Black Orders and Thanos's, you may want to go the character route just to build a roster and have fun. If you are lacking superpower characters, you may want to go Dormammu. If you are still working on Strange, you might not want to go through Dormammu. If you went through Strange pretty quickly and you feel recharged enough to have to deal with a really, really bad quest, then you could go Dormammu. If Doctor Strange is still leaving a bad taste in your mouth with all that you went through and how expensive he was, then maybe you don't. I don't know how I'm going to pick yet. I really don't. I'm just going to wait and see how the community feels and kind of sponge up some input. So thanks for checking out the video, guys. Sorry if it's long, but we definitely had a lot to cover today. So peace out.